They fled Ecuador because the gangs took over. And when they came to New York and they started to see the tattoos and started to see the gang, they said, this is what we ran from. And they're preying on other immigrants and migrants. That's why we said we can't allow them to take a foothold. Can you imagine being in Central Park and having 20 people surround you? Or you sitting on the subway station or on the train and having 13 people surround you?
Yeah, or what if you're arred and killed also? Like, that's also what happens too. It's not just being robbed and freaked out, it's also being violently abused and murdered also.
How intimidating that is. These guys are shooting, they're robbing, they're committing crimes, and they have a total disregard for law enforcement. That's why they attack our cops on Times Square. It's not going to happen in the city, folks. We're not going to allow it to happen. And we have stopped them from taking a foothold in the city of New York.
It's happening, man.
We're not going to allow them to carry out those dangerous actions that they carried out in other countries. They're not happening here. So why don't we take a few questions before we go to your off topics?
Dan?
Will you be releasing the video from what you were describing, the Times Square incidents, to the broader public? And you made this point I wanted to see if you could please elaborate on about when NYPD collaborates with Homeland Security investigations. What is that threshold trigger that says this is something the NYPD can help with and what is civil? And then just
coordination that the NYPD, City Hall, or anyone did that is associated with an arrest. We have the rules very clear, and we say it over and over again. We don't participate in civil enforcement. If some witness out there saw these officers being attacked and all of a sudden they decide to do their tips, we have nothing to do with that. We don't coordinate on civil enforcement. I want to be clear on that. Number two, said it before, I'm gonna say it again. ICE is not a criminal organization. It is a law enforcement organization. Some people want to criminalize them. Those men and women are committed to public safety like every other federal partner. And we are happy to coordinate with them for criminal investigation.
Nice.
We're not going to limit what we do for criminal investigation. ICE is not a criminal organization. It is not an illegal organization. And all of this atmosphere and energy of all of a sudden taking ICE and make it appear as though those men and women who are dedicated to public safety they're involved in some criminal action. They are not. We collaborate with ICE for criminal investigations. And we're going to continue to do that, like we do with HSI, FBI, and all of our partners on the state and city and federal level. That's what we're going to do.